Guys, I have to do this. Alright, now this won't be a normal video. That's why I'm not starting off with the What's Up Cool Nation video intro. No, this is a serious video, and I need to talk to you about something that YouTube is doing that makes me angry. It makes me really angry. It's been going on for years. Okay, and it just makes me angry. The copyright system of YouTube. Where's the fair use? Like, people have been saying that a lot, but where is it? Now, before we jump into this video, I need to tell you what fair use is. So essentially, fair use is a law which allows you to make something if you're you can make something that uses footage from another source as long as you're making something new with it, For example, movie reviews are fair use because, you're taking already existing properties and making something that's new with it. Oh yeah, that's what fair use is. But YouTube, they just seem to completely ignore everything. Today, I'm just gonna go over why it's broken, why it's damaging to some YouTube channels, and some, some cases of these. Now, there are two types of things related to copyright on YouTube channels. There are two penalties when it comes to copyright on YouTube channels. One is a copyright claim, and one is a copyright strike. So a claim is where a video is found to have some sort of, content. So essentially, there's this thing called the content ID system, where companies can enter in media. So essentially, when a channel uses uses it, then they get to claimed since it's using something from the content ID system. That means if you use something that's not in the content ID system, that means it'll not get claimed. But if you make a video that's just, a video about, about something like a video that has footage from something in the content ID system, yeah, that your video is gonna get claimed. Now it's up to companies to do what they want to do. Now, usually copyright claims aren't that damaging. Like, your video is still up, and, yeah. But monetization is taken away from the video, or some, whatever company that owns the claimed content, they get to have all the ad revenue. But if a company, this can automatically be generated, okay? If your video is uploaded and these bots find out that it's using copyright material, they'll just claim it automatically. Like, without any companies needing to step in and, see it. Of course, companies themselves still have the rights to claim videos. And now, they can keep it up, but if they want to, they can just claim it and make it so it's just unwatchable. But that's not as bad as copyright strikes. No, copyright strikes are extremely damaging. As if you can only have 3 strikes at a time on a YouTube channel. So basically, yeah, if you get striked once, then you can only upload videos that are 15 minutes or less, okay? If you get 2 strikes, then you lose features like custom thumbnails and all that crap. But if you get, 3 strikes, then your entire channel is terminated. That sucks. That's awful. And, yeah. If you get 1 copyright strike, then you can't upload for like a week. And you can't, do anything to stop it, Like, you can appeal the claim or strike and make it so it's just not there anymore. It is possible, but if you do do that, it's up to the company it's to the claimant whether or not it's actually fair use or not. But if a company disagrees with it, I think you get a copyright strike. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, you like if you want to actually appeal it, then you should put a second thought into it. But even if it's fair use, because there are some companies who just don't care. Okay, the worst part is how much control YouTube puts into people. Individual over here could get rid of an entire channel via copyright strikes. I can just submit takedown notices to an innocent channel and just copyright strike them 3 times with alternate accounts. Of course, I won't be doing that because I'm not a jerk. But you have that option, and honestly, YouTube should not put so much control into people. It should not be a case, alright? It should not really happen like that. There should be a system where YouTube looks into claims and strikes and sees whether or not they're actually deserving of it. Even if a video is fair use, it can still be claimed or even striked by some people who just don't know what they're doing. So I'm just gonna go over some examples of people who have gone striked in the past for pretty bad reasons. Now please note that the content that did get striked, I will not be using it in this video because I don't want to get striked. I'll just be talking about everything that happened. So I think the most infamous the most infamous of these is the Cool Cat situation. So for those who don't know, in 2015, there was a film called Cool Cat Saves the Kids. It was created by a person named Derek Savage, who was a book author. Cool Cat was originally a book, but then he created some shorts, which he then compiled into a film. The film is pretty bad. However, and as a result, a bunch of YouTubers decided to make reviews on it. However, that would soon be a mistake, as Derek Savage, the creator of the film, decided to strike all these channels. We got to see what was actually going on with IHE, which is an acronym for I Hate Everything. I Hate Everything was one of the channels who reviewed Cool Cat Save the Kids, and he got struck by Derek. So he made several follow-up videos detailing what happened behind the scenes. We soon realized that through emails, Derek was actually harassing IHE, and he's trying to threaten him, and with language that's not that good. Yeah. And he even admitted that he just took down the video because it was putting him and his film in a negative light, That's not a valid reason to claim or strike a person just because you just don't like the review. No, it should be whether or not it's actually fair use or not. But Derek admitted that it was actually because, it was just putting his film in a negative light. So, yeah. Derek Savage ended up posting a video about why what he was doing is wrong. Like why what I Hate Everything was doing is wrong. His video was absolutely terrible in every single way. He was just saying that, that I Hate Everything was bad. But in actuality, Derek Savage was the one who was actually bad. I Hate Everything was innocent, as he compiled with fair use laws, and he compiled with them. His review was entirely fair use, but Derek, he just struck the video. eventually 90 days passed and the strike was removed. And IHE reposted the video. Thankfully, it did not get striked. And yeah, that's probably the most infamous examples of wrongful strikes on videos. I hate everything was bullied and harassed through the emails, and it's kind of hypocritical because Cool Cat Saves the Kids was actually a film about anti-bullying, so yeah, it's kind of hypocritical. Also, let's talk about The Room. The Room was a film created in 2003 by a guy named Tommy Wiseau. It was pretty bad and is probably the most infamous, terrible film ever. Oh, yeah, but Tommy Wiseau, the creator of it, did not like, the negative reception that was going towards his movie. Because he ended up striking I Hate Everything. He gave I Hate Everything a copyright strike. And, yeah, in 48 hours, the strike was removed, and it was just completely wrong. They admitted to it being wrong, and they said that they just said it was all a misunderstanding, but we all know why Tommy Wiseau actually did this. It's the same reason as Derek Savage. Next, let me talk about Straczynski and the Mysterious House, or is it Straczynski? And it's calling it Straczynski because that's how it's spelled. So Straczynski and the Mysterious House. It was a film, a Christian film, created in 2012. It was based on an audio drama from the 1980s, and you might know it for spawning the Gloglo Gabulab meme. So, a YouTuber called Saberspark made a review of the film, but it ended up being striked by the director, which I don't remember the name of. And it's just the Cool Cat case all over again, okay? Yeah. Also, you gotta love how people were told the director was totally cool with it being memed on and everything. And overall, these 3 strikes and all that crap, it was entirely wrong. It was just wrong. Now you'll probably see why YouTube's copyright system is so goddamn broken and all over the place. I just don't get it. Why do they make a bot just to claim innocent channels? And why do they give so much control to people to strike channels? Innocent channels who are complying with fair use laws. I just don't get it. Why does YouTube give so much control? They should put in place a system where, they just, every time something gets claimed or striked, YouTube looks into it and sees whether or not it's actually worthy of being claimed and striked. And if it's offending, if they just did not, if it was just completely wrong on every single level, then they would just remove the claim or strike. But they just let a bot claim stuff and let people strike innocent channels with no second thought. So, yeah, I'm really angry at YouTube for doing this, and this is why I made this video in the first place. So yeah, don't do drugs and stay in school.